What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Got another quick little mod here. It's not really a mod, it's just a upgrade to the lights inside. I know CJ Pony Parts had a good sale on, so I always get suckered in. Didn't want to spend too much money, but I figured I'll grab these because the interior lighting is all the old dingy yellow, whatever, just your average bulbs, yellow lighting. Doesn't really fit the car. And like I said, when you're in there, kind of feels like you're in a dungeon because the windows you can see are tinted 5%, a little bit on the side as well. So I figured we'll upgrade the lighting, make it a little more lively in there because for those of you that don't know, I work overnight, so most of my driving is in the dark, so the more lighting I got in there, the better. If you drop something and you're looking around for it, it's kind of hard to see. So hopefully this will upgrade it. So I will flip you guys around and show you what we're going to be doing. Alright, so what we ordered this time is the Diode Dynamics interior kit. It's all the bright LEDs. If you look on the back, you can see the interior kit, stage 1, cool white. It says 15 to 17, but it's good for 18, 19s as well. You can see map, trunk, glove box, and your vanity. Plug and play, 3-year warranty. It's all your models that it fits. It's your website if you want to order some. Basically, if you read on here, you got your 4 vanities, that's on your visor by the mirrors. You got your 2 map lights, that's in the middle. And then you got 1 for your trunk, 1 for your glove box. So we'll go in there and we'll pull these out. I would keep the plastic packaging here, maybe put the old bulbs in there. Because you never know, if one of them burns out, you at least have a spare for the meantime to put in. Can't hurt, it's not a huge package, just stick it somewhere, you're good to go. Yeah, this is the second Diode Dynamic stuff we got. We also, if you've been watching the channel, have the side markers here, which I got the blacked out ones, just so matches the car. You hit unlock, you can see they're still nice and bright. Super easy install. If you want to see that, go back and check out that channel or that video. And like always, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all the videos coming up. We got one more thing from them as well. I got the reverse light, which is in there. You can do it with the car on the ground, but I want to jack it up just to show you guys a little easier, and I don't have time to do that today because I'm always stuck going to work. So for now, we'll get this in there, and I'll have to save that one for a quick video for the next time, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so I figured, got the light off. I'll show you, this is what it looks like. It's not horrible, but you know, I'm a sucker for sales, so I got the lighting, we're gonna put it in. Just a little quick before shot so you guys can kind of see what it looks like, and then you can compare once it's done. Alright, so the first two we'll tackle are the ones up here. You can see, probably a little bright in the camera, but they're just your average yellow looking bulbs. So basically you want to just grab this and give it a little wiggle. I don't know if I'll be able to do it with one hand or not. No, but basically grab it on each side, just wiggle it and pull down, and the clips will pop right out. Alright guys, so I got one side off. It's a lot harder than it looks actually. You can see the little clamp in there. I guess if you kind of pry your fingers under and you got a needle nose pliers or something and you squeeze this little tab here, you can see it's got a little bump on each side and it clips up into that white part there. It'll come off a little easier, but if you watch this on anybody's video, they just say, yeah, grab it and wiggle it, it pops right off. But maybe if you've done it a few times and the clamp's weakened, maybe, but definitely not new. It was a pain in the butt. So I figured just leave that side on, it's easy enough to reach in here. You can see I pulled the one bulb out already. Just a heads up, if it's been on, they're hot. They're the old school bulbs, right? They gain a lot of heat real fast. So I figured I'll let it sit here for a minute and cool off. So one thing maybe before you start, pop your door open, because as you can see it cancels out after a while, right? Your lighting will turn off just to save your battery. And then maybe give it like 10-15 minutes just to cool the bulbs off so you don't end up burning yourself. All right, so we got the one plug back in. I figured you guys don't need to know how to unplug and plug in a light bulb. Basically pull it out. You can see the new one clips right back in. And then pop it back in the sockets. Maybe hit your key just to turn the lights back on. Make sure it's all working before you clamp everything back together. Otherwise you got to take it all apart again. All right guys, you can see right away that's your old bulbs compared to your new bulbs. Way brighter. You can see it lights up the interior way better, so we'll keep going. I'll get the covers off here. We'll get those ones in, and then obviously same side over here. But we'll keep that side closed. Just like the other comment, the bulbs will go off, cool down so you don't burn your little fingers. Alright, so we got the cover off. You can see it's just got two little tabs. And this side clicks in, so basically get a little tiny screwdriver or a knife or something, jab it under the corner and just pry it up. And then that side pops. Just wiggle it up, pop off that side, and then it just unclips. You can see the bulbs are on, so it's kind of hard to see, but it is in there. And then you can't really fit your fingers in there to get the bulb out, so I'm going to try with needle nose pliers. Just try to clamp the bulb lightly and pull it out. If that doesn't work, you got a screw here, and when you undo this one, you'll have another screw there. And then basically that whole front cover will come off and you can easily grab it. But if I don't have to do that, I won't, so I'm just going to try to grab it with the needle nose. Alright guys, so you can see with the needle nose you can easily get them out. But if you look at the bulbs, they're the same length, but because the LED is square, or more of a chunk on the end there, you can't actually get it back in, because you'll, if it focuses, you run into the corner here before you can make the corner into plugging it into the socket. So I guess we'll have to grab the screwdriver and pop those two screws out to get them in, unfortunately. Alright, you can see super easy. It's basically just got a couple little clips on the top, a couple on the bottom. That's what the back of your mirror looks like. Comes off nice and simple. And then basically grab our LED bulb here, bring it up. The lights are still on, so it should blink on right away. Maybe not. That one's in, your other one's here. If it'll focus for you. There you go. Grab the next bulb. You can see it's just got the two little whatchamacallums on the end there. Same thing. Click it in. Same as before, hit your button. Now, maybe it doesn't work because this little thing I think might be a sensor for when the mirror goes up. There you go. You can see what I mean, because when your cover here is down, obviously your bulbs are out. When it goes up, you can see that tab moves there. So when it's up, the tab is opposite. It goes down. When you close it, it goes up. So same thing up here. When you open it, that tab goes, oh, focus on you again. Come on. No, it's not going to cooperate, but you can kind of see it. When it opens, this little metal tab goes down and your lights come on. Alright guys, there you go. all back together. You can see your new compared to your old. So like, that's your lighting there, and it's the same here. You can see how much brighter it is, right? From that to this. It's almost more of a red than anything. Could be because of my shirt, but yeah, it's a pretty good comparison there. New, old. So we'll keep going. And then, like I said, move on to the glove box. One last little tidbit for the visor. We're on the passenger side now. But these bulbs are so small. Like my fat fingers can't grab onto them. So I just got little baby needle nose. You can just, obviously you don't squeeze too hard. You don't want to blow it up, but you just need a little pressure. Pops like nothing right out. And then the LED ones, doesn't want to focus for me today, but the LED ones, obviously they're a little fatter on the end and they're square, so it's easy to just pop it back in. Alright guys, so we got the glove box one out. Basically just sits in there like that. You can see the little fork clamp here. This is your little button. When the glove box closes, pushes it, your bulb goes out. If you look up there, that hole is where this goes, so that sits up just like this. So basically, to get this out, if you just reach your finger under, because this is just on the other side, just put your finger, try to turn it off so it's not blinding you guys. Clip your, or hook your finger on here, the little edge of the plastic, and just push, and it pops out like nothing. And then you can see your bulbs right in there, ready to be pulled out, and your LED to be put back in. And there you have it, guys. She's in. Same as the other ones, way brighter. You can see the hardest part of this is getting it lined back up, because this little tab, or the little nipple there, to turn it on and off when your glove box closes, you got to line that up and get it flat, so it's kind of hard to get your hand in there and wiggle it all to get it in. But just take your time and try to get it as flat as you can when you put it up, and you should be good to go. But same as all the other ones, way brighter. Not that I really go in the glove box too often, but you know, license and registration please. You'll have to pop her open and you're good to go. We'll go in the trunk. We got one more to go. You can see here, like I said, keep your old bulbs in there, just to have a backup. You never know. LEDs last a long time, but they do burn out eventually. So close her up and move on. Alright guys, so just a little side note here. If you look in the trunk, you can see the bulb is right there. Same thing as the other ones, you just undo that cover and it comes right off. But that in there is the factory bulb, which for some reason in the trunk is already an LED. So I'm not going to bother changing that. I'm just going to leave it, and I'll keep my last bulb there as a spare. Then if the glove box or one of the vanity lights ever burns out, I got a spare LED ready to go. Guys, so we're done here. I'll show you now that we're all LED'd up. When you open the door, if you remember the beginning of the video, you can see it's a way nicer white light. And that's only shining from those two of the lights up there. Way brighter. You can actually see the floor now. All the dirt there, I need to vacuum. I'll have to dust it all because the LEDs show all the little dust everywhere. But yeah, super impressed. Diode dynamic stuff doesn't disappoint usually. So yeah, looks pretty sweet. Like I said, we got the other bulb for the reverse light just because when you're backing up, I'll explain it in the next video, but it's hard to see where you're going in these cars, so stay tuned for that. And like always, thumbs up, subscribe. If you like the video, you want to see anything else, leave a comment. Try to get back to all the subscribers' comments, so stay tuned for the next one, and we will catch you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.